Hey everyone, hey wellness crew, and welcome to today's live stream. I am so stoked that you're here with me today, and it's just going to be kind of a free flow yoga live stream, definitely with some fusion of Pilates, a little bit of Yin, a little bit of Vinyasa, definitely taking breaks in between because I definitely want to be able to interact with you on live chat and definitely want to be able to have some fun with you guys today. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a kneeling side to side crescent. So we're going to begin with our legs together kneeling, going ahead, bringing our arms up overhead, bringing our palms together. We're going to go ahead, lean to our right, leaning to our left, coming back to center, bringing our arms to our sides with our elbows bent, twisting to the left, and twisting to the right. And coming back to center. We're going to go ahead and get into downward facing dog. So getting into that position, we're going to make sure that our palms are really pushing against the mat. We're relaxing our neck, trying to have our heels touching the mat as close to it as we can. Coming into plank position. So like the beginning of a push-up. Bending at our elbows, coming into hovering where only the palms of our hands, the balls of our feet, and our toes are in contact with the mat, nothing else. Your hair might be touching the mat, that's okay. That's not cheating. Coming into upward facing dog. Tucking our toes underneath and coming back into downward facing dog. Bringing our knees down to the mat, opening up our legs a bit and coming back into child's pose. Allowing our forehead to rest on the mat. Nice deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. We're going to go ahead and bring our right leg forward. Stepping our right foot forward, we're going to come onto our forearms, coming into lizard. We're going to hold this position for just a bit. We're not going to hold it for like a yin length, but we're definitely going to hold this position for just a bit. Trying to open up our hips. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Taking nice deep breaths, and then going ahead, bringing that right leg back. We're going to go ahead, step that left foot forward, coming into lizard with the left leg. Again, just working on opening up the hips. If you want, you can even come onto your right forearm and reach up with your left arm. If you would like, you don't have to. And again, you may feel some pops, you may feel a little bit of discomfort, as long as you're not feeling any pain. That is the total opposite of what we're aiming for. We are aiming for pushing our bodies a little bit further than maybe we normally would. We might be finding a little bit of discomfort, but we are not looking for pain in any capacity. If at any point in time you do find yourself in pain, please just go ahead back out of the pose and go into child's pose. And I'm just waiting until I have that little reset in my hips area in lizard position. Enjoying this very hot and humid day here in Texas. You can also just have your forearms on the mat. There is nothing wrong with that either. And bringing that left leg back. We're going to go ahead and come into tabletop. We're going to get into cat-cow. So we're going to begin with a neutral spine. Then we're going to go ahead and inhale, arch our back, bringing our bottom up, our head up. Exhale, tucking and bringing our head, the crown of our head down. Inhaling and exhaling. Just a few more. And neutral spine. All right. So we're going to come back into a kneeling position. We're going to lift our arms up overhead, having our palms touching. We're going to go ahead and lean to the right for a kneeling crescent. Doing the smell test for sure. Leaning to the left. Getting a nice stretch on our side. Coming back to center, bringing our arms down, bending our elbows, twisting to the left-hand side, then twisting to the right. Coming back to center, coming back into downward facing dog. Relaxing the neck. Coming into plank. Coming into hovering, where only the palms of our hands, the balls of our feet, and our toes are in contact with the mat, nothing else. Coming into upward facing dog. Shoulders back and down as best you can. Tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog. Really pushing through with those palms. We're going to go ahead, open up our legs a bit, open up our knees, coming back into child's pose. Really elongating those arms, bringing our forehead to the mat. Really reaching with those fingertips to the front of the mat. Allowing the body to relax. Enjoying the movement with your body, just letting things go, whatever's in your mind, whatever's in your head, letting it all go and just focusing on the movements that we are doing with our body, enjoying the stretch, focusing on our breath. All right, stepping our right foot forward. Aw, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and come into lizard with our right leg. And lizard, again, it's a really deep stretch. This is something that I got from what used to be called ROMWOD, which is now called Pliability. And it is a really great app. I highly suggest getting it if it's something that you want to increase mobility and flexibility. But this is a really great pose. Again, it opens up your hips. It just really helps reset everything we do from sitting, from all the things that we're doing that are not helping our mobility. I'm just going to hold this for a little bit longer, allowing your breath to really allow yourself to calm down, Allow your muscles to relax, to chill. Going ahead, coming to our palms. We're going to bring that right leg back. We're going to step that left foot forward, coming into lizard on the left-hand side. Oh, and there's that adjustment. And again, you might feel that. You might feel like a little bit of a pop or a little bit of an adjustment. You might feel a really deep stretch. You might feel an elongation of your muscles. This is all totally normal. This is what we're looking for. And again, really trying to get those deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Coming back onto our palms, we're going to go ahead, bring those legs back, getting back into downward facing dog, relaxing our neck. Coming into plank, back into downward facing dog, back into plank, back into downward facing dog, back into plank, downward facing dog, back into plank, downward facing dog, back into plank. We're going to flow like this for just a bit. Downward facing dog, to plank, We're going to go ahead and get back into tabletop. We're going to bring our right arm through our left. We're going to bring the right side of our head to the mat for a little bit of a spinal twist. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And really pulling that arm through as to the best of your ability. That's the best thing to do. Really getting that stretch. Really finding your pacing with your breathing. I'm trying to visualize opening up your chest a bit to the best of your ability. Even though it seems like we may be compressing it a bit, just visualizing opening up your chest. Imagining that twist in the upper part of your back. When you visualize what you're doing in your mind, it oftentimes helps with you actually recreating what you're doing in your mind in your body. And also, sometimes holding poses for a long period of time isn't fun, you know? Sometimes it's like, why are we doing this? And I'm like, it's going to help with flexibility and mobility. So just trying to keep it fun, trying to keep it to where we're getting the maximum benefit that we possibly can when we're doing this. Now going ahead and switching to the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my legs back just a bit. Bringing my left arm underneath my right. Really aiming for that twist in my upper back. Threading the needle is what I call this, or what this is called, I should say. I did not coin the phrase. And allowing your body to do what it can do today, because we don't know what it's going to be able to do tomorrow. When we get to a point where we can do a practice on the regular, which I myself have not been doing good about, I've been guilty of slacking a bit. Um, you really, that's when you start to see the full effects of the practice, when you're doing it on a regular basis, when you're making sure that you're making time for whatever it is that you are wanting to do. Yoga is one of those things where it does take practice, it does take time, it does take doing it over and over and over again, being repetitive, doing different movements, obviously, but really working towards that goal of more flexibility, of more mobility. And that's why I really love doing these live streams, because you can always watch them back. And I am here doing the stuff that people might find boring or tedious or annoying to do. I'm here doing it with you, so you're not alone in any capacity. And just a few more deep breaths. And from here, we're going to go ahead, we're going to extend our arms in front of us, and we're going to get into puppy dog. So we're going to extend our arms in front. We're going to bring our chin down to the mat if possible. And we're going to hold this for a little bit of time. This is really a posture corrector. A lot of times we are slumped over, we aren't thinking about our posture, and we aren't really thinking about ways to correct it. This is a way that we can start to kind of rebound and have a rebound effect and start to kind of fight that. If you don't want to be one of those people that develops one of those humps later on in life, then this is definitely the pose for you. And we are going to hold this one for a while in the tradition of Yin Yoga, because we definitely want to work on correcting our posture. We don't want to be slumped over all the time. I got a comment just the other day of, hey, like, why is your posture so poor right now? And I was like, damn, okay, well, I'm really glad for that feedback. Let me definitely work on correcting that. And right after this, we're going to do another posture corrector as well with standing. Perfect. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead, come into a standing straddle position. Let me get my mats together. That's the only bummer about having two mats, is that they sometimes like to separate themselves. So we're going to be in a standing straddle position. We're going to go ahead and interlace our fingers behind our back. We're going to fall forward. We're going to let our head relax. And we're going to let our arms fall as well. Breathing nice and deep. We're going to go ahead and release our arms. We're going to bring our hands to the mat. We're going to heel toe our feet in together. Forward fold. And we're going to very slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple of balance poses. We're going to do warrior three. So we're going to begin with our right foot grounded on the mat as best as we can. We're going to lift our arms up overhead. We're going to bring our left leg behind us. And we're going to have our arms reaching out and our left leg reaching behind us. Same thing with our left leg. So we're going to go ahead, ground our left foot. Whew. Giving myself a moment. I do have POTS, so I get that dizziness feeling sometimes. Just give me one moment. So when I go from like inverted poses to standing poses. So, okay. So on our left foot, bringing our arms up overhead, bringing our right leg behind us, and going into warrior three. Perfect. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with eagle arms. So we're going to have our left arm coming underneath our right arm. We're going to bend our knees just a bit. Grounding our feet into the mat. Getting ready for full eagle. Switching sides. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring our left leg over our right. We're going to bring our left arm underneath our right. And this is full eagle. Releasing. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to bring our right leg over our left, bringing our right arm underneath our left, trying to keep our balance, finding grounding in our left foot with the mat. Awesome. All right. So after a little bit of balance poses, we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of the Pilates section. Because again, this is yoga fusion. So we're going to get onto our left hand side. We're going to raise up our right leg. We're going to bring it down. Raise up our right leg. Bring it to the front. And bring it to the back. Raise up our right leg. Bring it down. Up. Down. Up. To the front. To the back. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. To the front. I feel like I'm doing a rap song. To the back. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. To the front. Up. To the back. Someone remix this, please. I'm just kidding. Up. Down. Up. To the front. Up. To the back. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. To the front. Up. To the back. Up. Down. To the front. To the back. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead. Switch sides. Do our rap music on this side as well. Up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down. To the window, to the wall, to the wall. Up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up, to the front, up, to the back, up, down, up, down, up to the front, up to the back, up, down. Awesome. From there, we're going to go ahead and get into our Supermans. So we're going to have, and I am super sweaty in my belly, so if we hear any weird sounds, that's where it's coming from. So we're going to extend our arms in front of us, have our legs straight behind us, relaxing our head, coming up for a Superman, and relaxing back down, coming up for a Superman, relaxing back down, coming up for a Superman, relaxing back down, coming up for a Superman, relaxing back down, coming up for Superman, relaxing back down, coming up for Superman, and relaxing back down. Going ahead, bringing our palms to the sides of our chest, opening up our knees, and coming into child's pose. Really reaching with the palms of our hands, with our fingertips. Coming back. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate that. Coming on to our left-hand side, we're going to cradle our head with our left hand, having our right hand in front of us. We're going to lift our right leg up as high as we can and bring it back down. With precision and control. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring our top leg, which should be the right leg, bent in front of us. Now we're going to switch sides. So coming on to our right side, we're going to go ahead and begin with lifting that leg up with precision and control. All right, now going ahead and bringing our knee up. Exhaling as we do. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll onto our stomach. We're going to open up our legs and we're going to get into Sphinx pose. So we're going to roll our shoulders back and down, similar to upward facing dog, but we're going to be in contact with the mat with more of our lower body. And from there, we're going to go ahead and come down towards our chest. We're going to go ahead and open up our knees nice and wide. We're going to get into frog position. So your ankles can be right below your knees or they can be a little bit more in. It's completely up to you. We're going to scoot our bottom back so that way we can get a nice stretch in our inner thighs. And this is where we're going to be holding the position for a bit. So if you want to get into a more comfortable position, you can always kind of do this. You can go ahead and relax onto your forearms if you would like. I suggest staying on your forearms though, just so that way you have more symmetry when it comes to stretching out your inner thighs. Once you put your hands on your head onto your forearms, you'll see what I mean. I guess you could switch it up if you wanted to. You could also rest on the other side. But I suggest going ahead and staying up. And this will actually be our last pose of the day. And again, you can adjust this by bringing your heels closer in, pushing your butt back. Breathing in through your nose, nice and deep, breathing out through your mouth, allowing your muscles to relax. Hey, hun, how are you? It is so good to see you. Thank you so much. It's definitely a great pose. Yes, that's why I have my iPad out here. So just right here, so that way it's easier to see. Yeah, exactly. That's why I planned today. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll be able to participate in live chat. I just have to remember to have my iPad out here. And so I finally had it out. And then today was like the first day that there was no live chat really popping off. And I was like, oh man. So, but hopefully next time, because this is the final pose of today. All right. And slowly coming out. Yeah, sure. So I'll show it to you from this angle so that way y'all can kind of see like where the angle positioning is. So if you're doing it directly from below your knees, this is what it's going to look like. If you're doing it with it a little bit closer in, this is what that's going to look like. And when you're getting out of this pose, it's always good to come forward, okay? Don't just immediately get out of it real easy. Come forward first. And then I guess another positioning, just that way you can see for yourself. Again, if it's coming directly from underneath your ankle, this is what it's going to look like. If it's coming from closer in, and you can even have them as close as this, that's fine too. It's just pushing your bottom back to really get that stretch in your inner thigh. And then just pushing your bottom back. And then remember, coming forward to get out of the pose. And to my members, you guys still have videos coming your way in the membership tiers, so those will be headed your way very soon. Yeah. Oh, thank you, hon. I appreciate that. Aw, you're so sweet, hon. So yes, I still have my membership videos that will be posted. That they will be posted before the end of the month, so don't worry about that. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all in the next video or live stream. And to my members, I am eternally grateful to y'all. I saw that some people came back, rejoined. I appreciate y'all as well. And again, I'll see y'all on the next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and or join some of the membership tiers as they are popping off. And I'll see y'all next time. Be well, stay wild as well.